My name is Aubrey Grotenhuis, and I'm the Director of Operations and the Administrator here at Haciendas at Grace Village. 10 warning signs for Alzheimer's. Start with typically the one you see the most is the classic sign that we're all used to, which is memory loss. So when you think of memory loss, it's not even just forgetting someone that you knew, but forgetting dates, something that they've known for quite a while. So when someone says, "We had dinner planned for the last week," and they don't remember, that might be a sign of Alzheimer's. Versus a normal age-related change would be if maybe they forget, don't show up, and then someone says, "We made plans," and they say, then they remember and say, "That's right, we did make these plans." So one is a normal age-related change and the other one indicates Alzheimer's. The second warning sign might be challenges in planning or solving problems. So you may experience changes in ability to develop or follow a plan and work with numbers. So maybe monthly bills, or another one that we have a hard time thinking about is solving problems such as if there is smoke on the stove or a little bit of a flame. What do you do? Someone who still has all of their processing abilities may say, "I just need to sprinkle some baking soda on it, we're good." Whereas someone with Alzheimer's, they lose the steps to solve a problem, and so they run out of the house and call 911. People with Alzheimer's often find it hard to complete daily tasks, something that you're used to doing all the time. So driving to a familiar location, maybe going to church, a church you've been going to for 30 years, and suddenly you don't know the way anymore. A typical age-related change having to do with familiar tasks would be maybe needing help using the settings on a microwave, or learning how to use the DVR to record a favorite show. A fourth warning sign would be confusion with time or place. So a person with Alzheimer's would lose track of dates, maybe even seasons, and trouble understanding something if it is not happening right now. The concept of the future is very difficult. A typical age-related change would be getting confused about the day of the week, but being able to figure it out, knowing you can just go to the calendar, find the day of the week, and you're back on track. Another warning sign of Alzheimer's would be trouble understanding visual images, spatial relationships. So for some people, having vision problems is a sign of Alzheimer's. You may have difficulty reading, judging distance, determining colors and contrast, and it may cause problems with driving. A typical age-related change would just be vision changes or decreases related to cataracts or macular degeneration. Another warning sign that you'll see quite frequently is new problems with words and speaking or writing, a problem that a person hasn't had their entire life. So a person with Alzheimer's may have trouble following an entire conversation, and so they can't quite keep up and they can't really join in. A typical age-related change having to do with speaking and writing is maybe just sometimes having trouble finding the right word, which we all have. It just may increase with age. Another warning sign of Alzheimer's would be misplacing things, losing the ability to retrace your steps in order to find it. So you may see a person developing Alzheimer's start to put things in unusual places, somewhere they wouldn't normally put it. A typical age-related change would be maybe misplacing something from time to time, but being able to retrace your steps and find it again. Decreased or poor judgment is another warning sign of Alzheimer's. So someone may experience changes in judgment or decision-making abilities. So for example, maybe using poor judgment when dealing with money, such as giving large amounts to telemarketers. A typical age-related change, maybe making a bad decision every once in a while. You may also see withdrawal from work or social activities. So as the Alzheimer's is really beginning to take hold, a person may start to remove themselves from hobbies or social activities or a work project, something that they've always enjoyed. And it really is because they're beginning to have a hard time keeping up and understanding what is going on, and it becomes very overwhelming. A typical age-related change may be finding themselves weary of work, or maybe family and social obligations, and just being a little bit burnout in general. A person developing Alzheimer's could experience changes in mood and personality. And this, of course, is a very hard one to see and to accept when a person's mood and personality begins to change. So a person can become confused, very suspicious, or depressed. You may also see them becoming very fearful or anxious when that is not generally their personality. Or someone may become very easily upset away from home because they are out of their comfort zone. Typical age-related change may be just developing very specific ways of doing things and becoming irritable when a routine is disrupted because you like it how it is.